guys have not heard, the next installment to the Borderlands franchise. People who believe that video games is a waste of time.
Yo, what up all you gamers out there? The name's NMS Heat, and as I promised in my previous video, which if you guys have not seen, I'll leave it in the description down below, I'm going to finish recapping of what we learned in the multiplayer reveal of Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. And the stuff that I'm here to announce is the new game modes, the returning game modes, the things that they promised for esports, and what we'll be getting if you actually pre-order this game. Now, starting with the game modes, they have mentioned a couple of returning game modes. First off, CTF. For those of you guys that do not know, CTF, or Capture the Flag, is basically a team-based game mode, which basically each team has their own personal flag, and the objective is to capture the enemy flag, basically grab it and run it back to your base flag, and that's how you capture a flag, and basically whoever ends up with the most captures wins the match. Now this is always a two-round base match. Each round the teams basically switch sides, so it's a lot more even. They did say that this was returning back in Advanced Warfare. I do so believe that they took it out in Ghost because they had switched it with Blitz, which is also kind of like another capture thing, but I guess not as, you know, team-based as Capture the Flag is. Now, another returning game mode is Search and Destroy. Now, Search and Destroy was also a very, very popular game mode. Search and Destroy is basically that no respawn round-based matches. That it's, for those guys that aren't aware, this is basically a demolition game, except without respawns. That's the best way I can describe it. What it is there are a total of, it's a best of 4. It's a best of 4, and what happens is there's a defending team and there is a team going on offense. And what you must do is somebody has to get the bomb that is put on the opposing, on the offensive team side. They have to run up to either of the two bombs that are placed in the map, and after they plant it, they must defend it till either the bomb explodes or till either the entire opposing team is dead. So this was actually a very competitive game in the MLG scene. We've seen this in every single COD. I do so believe that they took it out of Ghost but put it back in, because in Ghost they had put in Search and Rescue, which is basically, even if you die, you can be respawned back if somebody picks up your tags, kind of like a mixture of Search and Destroy and Kill Confirmed. Now, the last and final one that they said was returning was Hardpoint. Hardpoint was a new game mode that had came up in Black Ops 2, which is kind of like a different variation of Headquarters, except it's more, I don't know if you want to call it more chaotic or not. You know, people have different points of views of it. It's kind of like another, it's basically a moving objective area that your team must hold for however long it is. I believe it's like a minute long, and the score limit goes up to 250, and whoever basically reaches the 250, or whoever has the most amount of points at the end of the game, wins the match. And this was also pretty competitive. I do so believe it was also in the MLG scene, and this actually got a lot of good feedback. So they are bringing that back. Now, a couple new game modes that they are bringing in. One of them is actually a somewhat remake of the fan favorite War. However, it's not called War, it's called Momentum. Now, I never played War because this was back in World at War, but from the things that I've heard, it is extremely popular. Many people have been requesting it after every Call of Duty. Everyone's always just like, when are they going to bring back war? When are you bringing back war? I want war. I want war. I want war. And now they finally get it back because Advanced Warfare, I mean, the makers of Advanced Warfare, Sledgehammer, has been paying attention to the fans for so long. They have been constantly on Reddit, Twitter, getting the people's point of views, getting the people's feedback, advice, you know, what they want. They're doing their best to make the perfect Call of Duty for us, the perfect and innovative Call of Duty for us gamers. So they want us to be happy, and that's why I'm so excited for Advanced Warfare. Now, I can't really explain too much on how Momentum's going to be like since I never played the original, but I do know that it can be very hectic. I do know that it's very fast paced, and I believe it's also another basically somewhat hardpoint like game mode. Don't quote me on that because once again I have not played War before, so I'm not that familiar with Momentum, but I do know it's going to be a very fan favorite game mode again. Excuse me. Now, the last new thing that they mentioned was coming to Advanced Warfare was this game called Uplink. Now, no, we're not talking about the map Uplink. We are talking about a game mode Uplink, which is probably the most interesting game mode I've ever seen in Call of Duty, because this is kind of like a more combination of fun and competitive. This is an advanced version. Well, I guess this is a more fun version of Capture the Flag, because what it is there is one ball, or I believe they call it a satellite, and with this ball it will be placed somewhere around the map, and each team and both of the teams have to run up, get this ball. And by the way, if you get this ball, you cannot use your gun from what I've seen. You're just constantly holding this ball, running with it. You cannot shoot your weapon or anything. You can throw it around. You can throw it to your teammates. You can just pass it around. It looks really awesome. But the main goal is to get this ball and get it back to, I'm not sure if it's your zone or the enemy's zone, but basically you have to get that orb looking thing into the goal, and basically whoever ends up with the most goals wins the game. Now, there is kind of like a different scoring system to this, because they said that you can get goals in two ways. Either you can throw the ball into the goal, which will be worth 1 point, or you can run up into the goal with the ball in your hand, which is worth 2 points. This is actually something that's going to be pretty interesting, and I really hope it's being put into esports, because this is very fun. This will give esports a whole nother feel. I think a lot of people will be a lot more interested in watching this, because, you know, kind of like how a lot of people like to watch basketball and football and stuff. They like to watch it because it's more fun. It's more, you know, like everybody can do it. Everybody knows that everyone's gonna be having like a good time playing, and I do so believe that's what Uplink has to offer. Now, speaking of esports, they did mention that esports is coming to Advanced Warfare, and they did give us a full list of things to come at esports. And I'm gonna read the list right now. They said Hardpoint and CTF are definitely coming back into esports, so a lot of people are saying that's going to be, the three game modes are going to be Search and Destroy, Hardpoint, and CTF, or Capture the Flag. They also mentioned they have round-based domination, so there might be a chance that this is coming back into the MLG scene. They also mentioned Broadcaster. They mentioned Ranked Playlist. They also mentioned LAN lobbies, which is very, very important to esports, because every time they have tournaments and stuff, they run on LAN. They also mentioned private match rule sets, which I'm not too knowledge on what that exactly means, but I'm guessing basically what it means is you can customize the matches, the rules, and all that. Like, well, I guess it kind of speaks for itself. And then they also said that there's more to come in esports. So I'm really excited. I really can't wait to see how esports is going to be like in Advanced Warfare. I'm hopefully I can keep up with it a lot, with all the MLG scenes, with all the I guess like UMG, I believe Gfinity, and all those tournaments that a lot of the high ranked competitive teams are going to. I really want to keep up with that. I've been needing to keep up with that for like years, but you know, I guess one of the reasons why I haven't been able to keep up with it so much is because just watching full on try hard competitiveness, yes, it can be fun, it can be addicting to watch, but at the same time, it's just not fully for me. But I believe with the Advanced Warfare, with the many things that are going to be coming to it, I do so believe that this is going to be phenomenal, that this is going to be pretty addicting to watch. Now, last thing I want to mention is the pre-order bonuses that you will be getting. Now, I'm really excited and I really want to pre-order this game. I might pre-order it later on in the year before the game comes out, because some of the things that they mentioned was there is a day zero, and what this means is all those who pre-order this game will be able to play this game a day early. That is something that I think a lot of people got so hyped up for, because like they basically get an edge. They get rewarded for pre-ordering this game, because anybody can just buy this game, but they're actually investing their money in this game before it even fully comes out. And having a day zero makes you feel more rewarding, and it also gives you an edge on the people, because now you're more aware on how this game works, on how the maps are, how the game modes are, how the weapons will play out. So you'll have that advantage because you spent your time and money investing in a game before it even came out. Whereas there are other people who are just waiting on people who did pre-order the game and who are playing it early, just so they can know whether it's worth it or not. So I really want to pre-order this just so I can be able to play a day early, and also because they mentioned that not only will you be able to play it a day early, but you'll also be able to have double XP for that entire day. So not only will you be getting an edge on like every other player with your skills in knowing the map knowledge, I guess your exo suit knowledge, your weapon knowledge, and all that mess. You also now have the ability to level up even faster than many others. So I'm pretty sure by the time Advanced Warfare is out to the public, I'm pretty sure you'll have people who have like prestiged a couple times, because there are a lot of die-hard members who will be playing this thing for as long as they can on day zero. And I don't think that's going to be me. I don't think I'll be the person to play that long, but I will do my best to try and pre-order this game. However, there is kind of like some hesitation because of the fact that I will be starting college in about a week or so, and I don't know how much of my time that will take up. So that's why I'm waiting later on whether or not to get this game or not, well, to pre-order this game or not, because of the fact that I will be starting college very soon. So let me know how you guys feel on Advanced Warfare. I'm very excited for this game. I really can't wait till it comes out. This is going to be the best Call of Duty there is. And until next time, this has been your boy Second Heat, and I'm out. Peace.